So I got another email back from the lawyer about the lease, just clarifying their stance on everything. So it looks like we're both pretty much stuck now, and now it's pretty much up to Frankie, the realtor of this. I think my dog went inside. So I just called him, and we're meeting up tomorrow at the shop at 11 a.m. to go do a walkthrough so I can point out everything that I have discrepancies with, and we can do a face-to-face negotiation of the last items that we're stuck on. And then tomorrow is also when I'll talk to him about rent. So hopefully I'm going to pitch my last thing tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get a verbal yes. That he just has to print it up, and then I'll probably go in next week to sign it. So this way I can go forward and start, doing everything it needs to do, because there's not a lot of time. I really want to be open, preferably before Thanksgiving, and that's only a couple weeks away. So yeah, so this is it's looking good. It's looking good. Let's meet up with Frankie Lopez tomorrow so we can check out the shop. Okay, so with that email that I just got back from their lawyer, I went through and replied back with everything, basically saying, okay, I pretty much agreed to everything. I had like one more question. The only thing that I'm being picky about is that they still want me to be the guarantor. So I wrote them back, and I wrote this nice little email here. And you can see this part is all about me being the guarantor and how I don't think that's going to happen. And then these photos here show pictures of the shop. It's mainly just to show how there's all this stuff that's already there. So if someone wants to move in there and build a shop, they're going to have to tear all that out and rebuild it all the way from scratch of what they want. That's going to cost me more money. Because the whole point is, I'm saying, if you want me to be a guarantor, the risk is just too high. They want me to be a guarantor, they want me to do all this stuff, blah, 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 and they want to overcharge me on rent. So I'm telling them no. If they want me to be a guarantor, they're going to have to drastically lower the rent. Also, a standard shop should be empty. There should be nothing in it. But this one has stuff in it. So for anyone else to come in, thankfully I've figured out a way where, it's useful for me. I can run my shop using this particular design, but how many people are going to open up a store with this layout? It's so weird. It's like, it's not going to be that easy for a lot of people. So, that's something that they have to take into consideration. And I pointed that out to them. Tomorrow, I'm meeting with Frankie. He's meeting me at the lot. So we're going to go through, I'm going to walk around and point everything out about how much everything's screwed up. He's going to tell me where employee parking is. And then I'm going to get the rent lowered tomorrow. We're both going to agree on a price. He'll have to confirm it with the owners. But we'll walk out with a price in mind, and then he'll get back to me from the owners. Hopefully Friday, hopefully tomorrow night. Probably not. If not, it'll be Monday. But either way, things are definitely still moving forward. Looking good. Okay, so while I wait for tomorrow to come around, I decided to start on my next task, which is Live One Sink Employee Handbook. So I'm writing up the employee handbook that's going to be handed out to every person that works for me at the shop. This is going to list everything, about, I don't know, honestly, I've never written an employee handbook, but I know I need one, so I'm going to write one. I found a couple examples online. I found a couple old ones I've had from jobs that I had in the past, so I'm pulling from that. This is going to be kind of interesting, but this should list out, code of conduct, what is acceptable, what's not acceptable, what's expected from employees, things like that. If you're a junkie, you're going to get fired, standard stuff, but put it all in writing. So this way there's no questions about it later. Yeah, so let's start writing. This is going to be fun. I love writing documentation. While writing up the employee handbook, I decided I should probably make a couple other things, and one of them is this. I decided to make an emergency contact sheet. This listing, their info, 2 different contacts in case something happens, and then also I want to know if they have any particular allergies or medical conditions. So say something happens, they black out, go into a coma, pass out, something. We still have something to give the paramedics when they show up. Always be on the safe side.